And now the first of 5 David Tock specials. David Tock versus Viper.
Don't you see? Your fate is to be destroyed. Why don't you Exesians just accept that? Lie down and die.
Yeah, that would get a lot of people kicked out. Well, not every person, sadly, but a lot of people is the point.
Studying of Phoenix University. Wait until my father hears this.
Actually, it was your father's idea. Yeah, for a short while, Behind the Duels basically became the David Tock show. But it was all good, so it was fine.
Of our duel? Why? Just because you win a duel doesn't mean I have to give you free food. Now get out of my store.
Close enough to a chef hat, it counts.
I am the great David Tock. I am the most powerful duelist of Phoenix University. And
Which is why you're expelled.
Give me more respect. I claimed the purposes of our duel, and you should follow them. I don't give a damn who you are. Get away from my store. You are threatening away my customers. No! I'm not leaving until my food is given to me. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here?
This made everyone calm down at once.
For pity's sake, take this steampunk away.
One of my
He
favorite
flashes
little
me in the door
lines.
and expects me to give him food out of it. Steampunk! Shut it! Don't you dare tell me to shut it! I am the great David Tock. And
Yeah, get out of
I
here,
deserve
spam can.
Much more respect than any lowlife around here gives me. Oh, not you again. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? If you want to get some money out of dueling, just go and join some tournaments or something.
That'd work.
And I already told you that I'm banned from tournaments.
And there you go.
Nobody wants to accept a duelist that insulted an Exesian on live television.
Yeah, that's
That's
reasonable.
your problem, not his and not mine. So get.
Well, he's lucky he's not arrested, I guess.
Fine.
Probably because he's also the prison guard, doesn't want to deal with David Tock there.
This.
I'm going back to
I
Phoenix
see you
University.
coming around here again. I'll lock you up for real this time. You don't want to be like that one Battle Wasp player a few years ago.
Yeah, that guy was an asshole. Crow's best friend, don't forget. Hey. I'm gonna cause a revolution amongst the tops and the bottoms.
Not even this
Viva la
rancid
revolution!
dimension
Yeah, that always
can
goes well.
offer 3 victims of food. How could this have happened? I defend. I offend 1 Exesian. 1! And look at me! Look at me! I lost
The F1
everything.
goat. Suddenly you're the goat effer.
All of my fortune taken
One
away
movie
from
and you're
me
branded
in a
for
single
life.
night. And it's all because
All
of
it
that
takes is one
stupid
day.
Exesian.
Yeah, it's his fault I blew
When
up.
I find that Topia, I am going to tear him a new duelist.
Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Well, at least I still have my deck. But now, look at what it's been reduced to. Nothing but a key to survival. To con people out of their food and money. What? Is that?
He's got an idea. An idea that will not
So,
end
Master
well.
Mephiles, it looks like these Lancers will be quite busy for a while, if I can predict. Excellent work, Viper. Continue your objective at once. Yes, my lord. Oh, poor Draco Greendale. I almost feel sorry for him. Oh well, at least I gave him a heads up.
So this was after he met Draco and his crew. And warned them about everything about Mephiles and the organization. And the Barians.
Oh, happy day, happy day. You are Viper, the famous backstabbing duelist working for that organization who infiltrated the Lancer tournament.
That's my name. Don't wear it
Who's
out.
asking? Me, the great David Tock. And how lucky I must be with the chance to apprehend you. Never heard of you.
Huh.
David Tock, the greatest duelist of Phoenix University. Oh yes, of course. The one who got kicked out of said university for offending an
Ooh.
Exesian on live television.
Man, word sure gets around here fast.
That duel ruined my life. I was on top of the world, but after that duel, my father disowned me and took away all of my money. Now look at me, reduced to this. Having to scrounge for scraps. Having to duel people for their money and food to survive. Ugh. At this point, I'm just as big a lowlife as you. Yes.
I agree. You are a low
Good
life.
point. Does this mean you'd care to join us?
Oh boy.
What? Why on earth would I bother joining your ranks?
Because you have nowhere else to go.
You were thrown out, just as we were. You, like us. You, like us, Mr. Tock,
Oop.
are forgotten. So why wouldn't you want to join us? I can understand if you would. And join you and all of your other pathetic, low-life beings? No, there's no way that I'd bother joining scum like you.
How does
No.
David Tock sound like
Instead, I'd
Crampy
like to
Gordon
duel
before
you
that
so I
existed?
can turn you in. Just think, all the fame and glory I would regain. Once I beat you in a duel and turn you into the Lancers, Phoenix University will happily accept me back, along with my father and everyone else. Well then, forgive me for being so foolish. But you know, sure, I'm willing to accept your challenge.
Oh.
It has been a while since I've had a duel. So I will apologize if I am a little rusty.
Yeah, Vipers doesn't have as many tools as he did in Season 1. He really takes a back seat here. He gets further and further in the back of the sea as it goes on.
Whatever you say. Let's duel!
Ooh, new life point counter.
The first assault on you. I draw.
Don't get used to it though. I think we go back to the standard thing. We go back to the end of Season 2, but enjoy it while it hits there, and we'll come back.
Fast forward. Still using that clockwork deck. Amusing. Of course, they are the most up-to-date cards of all time. Now, with this spell card, I can special summon from my deck the Clockwork Golem.
That's
And
nice.
with his special summon comes some more monsters. I normal summon my Clockwork Gadget, using his effect to add another Clockwork monster from my deck to my hand. Next, I
Yoink.
activate Clockwork Polymerer. This lets me special summon another Clockwork monster from the deck. Go Clockwork Butterfly! And using Polymer's other effect, I can fuse him with my gadget. I fusion summon Come Forth Clockwork Fortress! Next,
Not bad.
I will activate Clockwork Golem's special ability, which brings the butterfly back again, so I
Okay.
can use polymerization to fuse the two of them
Old-fashioned
together.
style.
I fusion summon Clockwork Cannon!
He's doing really good for his first turn. Gotta give him credit for that.
Attack points for every clockwork monster in my graveyard. And since Butterfly was used to fusion summon both these monsters, they both gain another 1,000 attack each.
Strong first turn. Gotta give him that.
End my turn.
Which means it's all gonna go downhill.
Then it's my turn. I draw.
By the way, if I win this, can I have your Clockwork Dragon? I was kind of after that in Season 1.
I activate from my hand the field spell Venerex Danger Zone.
Venerex.
Venerex?
New.
Yes, it's the new deck I use. New? Hardly. It's already outdated. I've seen that pathetic deck in action from Gaga Blacks, and it is nothing but a pathetic, useless deck.
Do you know what our organization could do? We make custom cards. Custom support.
I figured that you organization fellows would use this. Go on, keep insulting me. Which
It'll
is
make
why
your
I'm
downfall
negating it
far more
by switching my
satisfying.
Clockwork Fortress to defense mode. Now the playmaker of your deck is gone. Really? Then it's a good thing I have this. I activate the
A second copy.
Venerex Outbreak. Now I can activate the field spell you just destroyed directly from my graveyard.
Oh
Now
boy.
I can use the field spell's special ability, which you negated.
Thanks for turning my dead card into a
Venerex
live
counter
one.
on every face-up monster you control. What? Since you control a
Yep.
monster with a Venerex counter, I can special summon my Venerex Saw Scale from my hand. Odd. I've never seen these cards before. These aren't a part of the deck.
Yeah,
It's a
it's what
new
my
one
organization
I
can
master
do.
created, and it lets me add another Venerex monster to my hand.
Yoink.
And I will summon that added monster, Venerex Scorpio. Using his
Ready to
special
lose to a
ability,
Gaga Black
I can
deck?
change the battle position of one monster you control that has a Venerex counter. Your fortress is switched to attack mode. What does that matter? Both my monsters are way too strong. And you won't mind if my Venerex Scorpio attacks your Clockwork Fortress. You fool! My Clockwork Fortress destroys your monster!
Special ability activate.
Why is my fortress's attack point 0?
Because it has a Venerex counter.
Venerex Outbreak reduces the attack points of your monsters to 0, since they control Venerex counters and my monsters are battling them. Well, that means... Don't worry,
Your cannon's
that
up for
only
grabs
happens during
too.
my turn, but that doesn't stop my Saw Scale from attacking and destroying your Clockwork Cannon. Oh!
Looks like it's only on his turn. Does balance it out a bit.
Both my
Ooh.
monsters are gone.
Almost stabbed there.
I
Stopped
place
himself.
one card face down and end my turn.
Thank goodness. Stabbing it so. 2016.
No! I will not be defeated by a low-life duelist like yourself. I am the great David Tock, the most powerful and most respected duelist in all the world, and you and your pathetic organization are made of nothing but a bunch of selfish, ignorantly stupid losers. You
Pot
say
called
that,
kettle much?
and yet you're no more forgotten than the rest of us.
Ooh, you are an organization of the forgotten, one could
Of
say.
course, the only difference here is that we were forgotten because we were considered weak. But you were forgotten because nobody wanted to remember a person like you.
Oh!
Shut up! You dare insult the great David Tock like that! I will break you!
Isn't that the same kind of talk that got you
It's
in this
funny,
mess in the
you
first
said that
place?
exact same thing to Topia, didn't
Yep.
you? Shut up! This'll finish you!
You haven't changed at all. Quaking Mirror Force. Nice top deck.
Now I get this stupid card. No matter.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Thanks, deck. Give me the card I needed like 3 turns earlier. But no, I need that brick card more, clearly.
Reveal one monster in my extra deck and summon one of its fusion materials to the field. I reveal my Clockwork Dragon to summon its required fusion material, Clockwork Wyvern. And when Wyvern is summoned... Oh, wait.
It's like a fusion
Danger
deployment.
Zone does have one other effect that I forgot to mention.
Oh?
Every time you summon a monster, it gains another Venerex counter.
Ugh!
Like I care, especially since he adds a fusion spell to my hand that enlists a machine monster.
There
And
you go,
that
Power
card,
Bond.
of course, is Power Bond. Just you wait! I fuse Clockwork Wyvern along with the Clockwork Knight and Turtle in my hand. I
Here we go.
fusion summon Clockwork Dragon.
Hey, that's a card I was after for a while.
Dragon, of course. And now, thanks to Power Bond, his attack doubles. But that's not all. Thanks to Clockwork Turtle's effect, since it was used as a fusion material, I draw one card.
There are something that can negate effect
And the
damage.
card I drew is my Clockwork Toolbox. With this Clockwork Toolbox, I am allowed to double my Clockwork Dragon's attack even
Jeez.
further. Oh no. Now prepare yourself, you pathetic loser. Join the junkyard along with your fellow forgotten losers. Clockwork Dragon, attack! Go, Quantum Mayhem! Oh no, my life points!
Are completely safe.
I activate the spell card Venerex Fusion.
Oh, jeez.
Another fusion spell? Correct. This quick play fusion card allows me to combine my two monsters on the fly. With these two monsters, I fusion summon Venerex Cephalia.
Okay.
That monster's weak. A weak monster with a decent effect. When he's summoned, I can take your Clockwork Dragon and inflict damage to your life points equal to half its original attack.
That's 1,500.
It doesn't matter! Clockwork Dragon will obliterate him! You would if your Clockwork Dragon didn't have a Venerex counter. But since it does, my Venerex Cephalia cannot be attacked by your Clockwork Dragon.
You kidding me?
No! And
you're gonna lose to Power Bond at the end
Power
phase.
Bond's effect. Take damage due to using your foolishly used Power Bond. So go ahead, end your turn. I don't think so. I will end my turn, but during the end phase I can banish my toolbox from the graveyard. Now not only do I not take any damage from Power Bond, but I get to draw another card.
Alright, alright. And it's a counter trap. And if you can use that trap from his hand, as long as he pays 500 life points. Yeah, I know that feeling too.
Impressive.
Okay, it's enough life points and he can pay for one more activation.
I think I have just the monster. First though, I will activate my Cephalia's other special ability. By tributing him, I can summon both his fusion materials back from my graveyard. And then by banishing my Cephalia from my graveyard, I can add my Venerex fusion from my graveyard back to my hand.
What's the point of this?
Ready
Going into different fusion, I guess?
To reactivate. Well, I don't think so. I activate Clockwork Dragon's special ability. Clockwork Leap Back, I'm assuming? You can't. Venerex Fusion cannot be negated if you control a monster with a Venerex counter.
Are you kidding me?
Fine. Now, as for which monster I'm
He's
going
gonna have
to
to
be
pay to do
summoning,
it
it won't be a Venerex monster.
What?
No.
Uh-oh.
It'll be
I
something
think I
a
remember.
little bit more surprising.
Two
I combine
darks.
these two monsters, and with them, I fusion summon level 8 Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. What? Impossible!
Good luck dealing with this. You're gonna need it.
How do you have a legendary duelist card? It's not a
My
real
master.
starving venom fusion dragon, of course. It's merely a fake made by my master Mephiles. But hey,
Which is why we aren't going
works
after the
just as
dragons
good as
anymore
the
in my head
original.
canon.
It's
They stopped going after
It's a
the
fake?
dragons of the other
Why
Earth
is
heroes
your
because they
boss
could just make
creating
Dimension
fake
Dragons, and
cards?
Dimension Dragons are
I think the
more
better
important to the
question
lore
is,
than the other
why should I
cards.
waste my breath telling you when I can use it to express starving
It's like saying, would you like a
Venom's
nuke or a bunch of
superior
baseball
ability?
bats?
First, when this card is fusion summoned, it gains the attack points.
Well, I mean, that's
of your
overkill. Would you like
monster.
a gun or a bunch of baseball
No.
bats? Also,
Then,
damn!
I'll also activate Starving Venom's other special ability. It lets me target a level 5 or higher monster and steal its name and effects for my own. Those are my monster's effects! Give them back!
No.
Anymore. Now battle my Starving Venom. Attack! No! I activate Clockwork Dragon's special ability by paying up 500 of my remaining life points. I can use a trap card from my hand.
How's Leap back
Go
gonna save you
Quaking
now?
Mirror Force!
Oh, right, he had
Your
that.
monster goes to face down defense position.
Kinda forgot, to be honest.
Look, everyone. He thinks he's apprehended me.
Whatever, one. You're in an alleyway.
No, you haven't. Didn't you just hear me earlier? Starving Venom has your Clockwork Dragon's special abilities. No! No! This can't be! Yes, I can use it right here and right now by paying 500 life points myself.
Which is the only damage she's taken in this
Starving
duel.
Venom lets me activate my own trap card from my hand. Go, Trap Barrier! This
What?
trap card makes Starving Venom completely
Trap armor.
immune from all trap effects. And you can't negate it with any trap effects yourself.
Oh no, which means
I
he couldn't,
can't lose.
if he had 500 more
I'm
life
David
points, he couldn't
Tock.
use the counter
I'm
trap.
the greatest duelist of Phoenix University! The greatest duelist they ever knew! Nothing but a shadow of what you once were.
He's correct.
You're right. You are the highest ranking duelist in Phoenix University. But not anymore. Now battle Starving Venom, destroy his Clockwork Dragon. No, no! Go Consuming Venom Surge! I'm undefeatable! No!
So that's Utopia.
How could this be?
You suck.
Mr. David Tock. Your soul isn't even worth taking in this shadow game. I'd hardly even
Nor is your
call it a
dragon.
shadow game, to be honest. If the shadows actually decided to take your soul, I bet they'd have a stomach ache. You're a has-been, David Tock. Just like the rest of us.
So why not join us?
But at least you were given the chance to shine in the spotlight, unlike the rest of us. When you finally realize how not so different we are, you know where to find me. I don't normally like keeping real people in our organization, but for you, I might just make an exception.
Well, that's not your decision to make. It's Mephilos's.
Rubbish. Rubbish! There's nothing similar between us. I have nothing in common with lowlife like you. Just you wait, Viper.
You're dueling for table scraps.
I will.
And a spare
Beat you
dollar
again,
where you
But
can.
it won't be to join you. It'll be to destroy you and your pathetic organization. And then I will not rest until I, David Tock, regain my rightful position as the best duelist of all time. Mark my words. Mark my words!
Your words mean nothing but gusts of wind in the air. Anyway, that was the first David Talk episode out of the way. I like to think that, well, I don't know how much truth there is to this, but Xcode saw how popular this was and then maybe like had some ideas afterwards. It's like, wait a minute, I can actually do something with this. And then made its own miniseries. I don't think this was like meant to be the pilot of like a 5-series thing at first. It's one of those where it's like, okay, here's the first episode. Wait a minute, I've got some ideas now. I'll just keep making more. Yeah, great, he didn't like scale together. I think it's actually it was a good paced series. It's a mini series. It lasts just as long as it needs to and no further, which is all you need, Steve. But it is interesting. Hey, if you know if that's the case, that S-Code actually did like plan out long term, that's good too. It's playing long term. And the episode itself was pretty good. Just David Tock down on his luck at the lowest he's ever been at after he's fallen from grace, and now he's fallen even further. And I'll refer to joining the organization. I wonder what that would have been like. Well, odds are his body would just be taken, and that's the end of that story. But it is interesting, just like, what if he did join? Alternate universe, something like that. Not much to think about. Again, the most likely outcome is, thanks for the body, Kate died. And he's just dead. The end. Imagine being so pitiful the Shadow Realm doesn't even bother taking you. We didn't even take the dragon that we hyped up for a few seasons. Like I said, headcanon is the Dimension Dragons were more powerful, even as a copy, than the 4 dragons they're going after. Plus, it wasn't worth the fight as much. We could just mass produce these dragons ourselves. Again, that's just the headcanon, but it's the theory I go with. And you know what? This gave Viper an actual duel in Season 2, after Season 1, where he was like in a lot of duels, and now he's like, this is his only duel technically in Season 2! And it is a win, to be fair. He doesn't get curb stomped or anything like that. He wins. So look at that, what you will. And yeah, David Tock. It proves that he is still a good duelist, but yeah, he still gets trounced because he's too up in his own arrogant head. Oy. But just get out of that way. Things might be better, but no. Oh, and he got wrecked by... Oh, I'm sorry. And he got wrecked by got black deck by the sounds of it. One that was given support, granted. And it was pretty fair, actually, we think about it mostly. But it's still a kick to the pants, just know like, man, I lost to this? What the hell is wrong with me? We're upset. Anyway, yeah. So good first episode. I'm looking forward to see what else will come from the David Tock arc. But we'll find out more about that over the next 2 weeks. So until that time, I thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and see you all next time. Bye-bye now.